Welcome to yet another exciting episode of Cofffee Conversations with myself, Vivian Chuene. A podcast where we talk all things music, where we bring you your favorite musicians. And today is no exception. I have with me one of the jazz greats. But before I introduce my guest for this episode, I just want to say thank you to everybody that has listened consistently to this podcast, everyone that has supported consistently. We are on all your podcast platforms, on audio and on video. We are on YouTube as well. Please like, subscribe, share with your friends, and so forth and so on. So today we're coming to you from the Jazz Room. It is absolutely one of my favorite jazz venues. You can catch live music here. It is in Dokazura and Rosebank upstairs. Please, you do have to check them out. Right, so today I don't even know if an hour will be enough to capture this conversation, to tap into this man's energy. But with me today, I have one of the jazz greats. I'm sitting with a legend. You know, when someone is introduced and there's a bra, before their names, then you know that they are true legends. I am sitting with a composer, an arranger, a writer as well, but I want to call him a spiritualist because he really takes us on a spiritual experience with his music. I am sitting with none other than Bra Herbie Tsoaeli. I actually am so excited, I don't even know what to say. Bra Herbie, welcome.
Oh, thank you for having me.
And thank you so much for honoring this invite. Before we start this conversation, I was reading through your history and I found a quote which I think is so important. It is by one of the greats, about a great, Bra Herbie. So Bra Herbie says, Bra Herbie is a gifted composer. He is a generous ensemble player, and he speaks about your infectious love and your smile and just how warm you are around people. And I think that is just one of the most beautiful things that has ever been said about you. He says you are a brother that he's never had. So welcome, because I know that sitting here with you means that I'm exchanging energy with the people that you've exchanged energy with as well. Bra Herbie, let's go back. I'm so excited about your new offering. But let's take a step back and talk about Bra Herbie, picking up the bass. Bra Herbie, the self-taught musician, growing up in Cape Town. Let's take a step back and talk about what that meant for you and what it was like, growing up and stepping into this music.
Well, thanks for having me, and may Bra Yuso live forever. His music will live forever. I know I've been with him, I know his energy was something else.
Oh man,
yeah. But
as someone that has worked with him as well, I am so blessed.
Yes, and I've been so fortunate actually to work with the elders. I think my apprenticeship at the elders, think of Spain and
oh, yes. Brasim.
Tete, Bandisa, Brastompi, Brabani, Chabani, Bramat Mahalimere, you know what I mean? So I can name a lot of them, So it took me time really because I grew up in an environment where there was shipping, grandmother,
Yeah.
where we used to go sell oranges next door, go all over the place.
Yeah.
My mother, the collector, we were collecting jazz at the time. Then Tarantine, that's when I heard was the Tarantine. Coltrane, my uncle, as we have the song, Mama Malume, those are the
yes,
people,
Malume. Yes.
So, yes, it comes a very long way, and I was fortunate to have done my apprenticeship, with a lot of people until up to date, until this time.
Yes.
Because I'm taking things very slowly, taking my time. I know time, matches.
Yeah.
But for me, time, in this context that we're together now, today, time, we shouldn't be directed by time. I'm just like open, with time. And only if you have to go to the airport then. So that's another.
Yeah.
You have to be there an hour before. But anyway, there has always been music because I grew up in an area where there was noise. What will people call noise? A noisy area because in our townships, we got these train built like houses.
Yeah.
Train built like houses. Hence, in my new music now, we got a song called "Izakshiyele Garo," because our houses are built like a garo, like a train.
Yes.
So, on my far right, in my grandmother's place, there was a gospel going on there. On my left flank, on the other side, there was a Zionist church. On the back, at the backyard, background, I have a song called Backyard, Background. The back,
yes, we'll get into that.
there were, I'm not going to say
Yes.
Yeah. And then opposite hostels.
So you're surrounded by all of this and you're at the center of it.
Surrounded by all the sounds. Hence now I found this code that our sound is our sound. Our sound is in O-U-R, is our sound is in H-O-U-R-S, ours.
Yeah. Yes. Wow.
That gave me that. So I've been lucky to be around that sound.
Yes.
Those sounds from hostels. And at the same time, during the time I was still a young man, I used to be crazy, man. Go to us in Herbie, and I don't even know how I get back home. I'm just going where the music was.
Wow.
All the time.
Yeah.
It's Mukiti, beats, there's something about it that like it forms part of the heritage in the place. Was so to go for a better company, in the corner, in the field there, was writing to the everybody's there, it's just like a heritage. So yes, I've seen all of those. But also, of course, my uncle was also a bass player, playing bagana, like the sound of Kashio, Masachini, Motora, the kind of sound.
Yeah.
They were into that sound.
Yes.
Apart from records now.
Yeah.
Go 45, apart from records. But it's been a journey. It's been a journey, And I'm so thankful to you. Beautiful people, so thankful to my grandmother. He was the one who used to beat me not to go. If I asked her again,
Oh, shy.
I was so shabu. Yeah. And Harijam not here. No, you won't eat that day. It's the 12 color fruits.
Yeah.
Sundays.
Yeah, Sunday. You will not get it.
You don't get it. Outside I get again. You will never get it. Yeah. So, yeah.
So it sounds to me as though, although music and sound is a big part of who you are and how you were brought up, but Kereke Dona was an equally big part of it. And
Yes.
if we go into your album, African Time, Kereke is there. It's one of the songs I think that people have responded so well to. alongside Habani Malulu.
Yeah.
So when I listen to your music, I find that it carries a lot of prayer in it, you know, and it carries the kind of prayer that you say without saying, because you are playing the music. So let's talk about the significance of the role of the church and how you capture, the spiritual energy in the music that you make.
The significance of the church is so important as well, as it forms part of, I'll say forms part of us, in a way, conduct, or to be able to view things differently and be able to reflect, to yourself as well, trying to find yourself. I'm still confused why Gogo not Shakura outside. And then I maybe I did a ball of the ball of tennis, all the sports. But it kind of shapes someone, person, going to church. But it has to be a church of your choice, though at the same time. It's like now, my grandmother chose a church for me at that time, but now I've chosen my church now, which is this one, the music. I think it's a church, the part of the church.
It is.
The African time church.
Yes.
Where people will feel the music. I mean, the music will just speak for itself.
Yeah.
Because the music has a story, all the music, all the songs, like everybody's trying to put in a story. But for me, I'm not a good speaker or something like that, but the only thing I know best is to do music. That's my directives and marriage.
Yeah.
That's where, and other than that, I don't know really. And that's I would say gift or sent message or what some people are viewing me in that view.
Yes.
Differently, getting all these different beautiful energies, and around me. So it makes me feel good.
Yes. And so you have worked extensively with the best of the best that African jazz has to offer. You have worked with Winston, you have worked with the late Bassist. You have worked with the ones in the Salas. I mean, I could go on. Abdullah Ibrahim. Can you maybe just paint a picture for us of what that was like for you? Traveling the world with these musicians, making music together, sharing the bandstand, bringing your own energy and breathing into the music that they're making, just tell us about that experience and just maybe paint a picture for us.
Vivian, I haven't played with Winston Osiris. I've only played with Babu Abdullah. And when we went on tour with him, because with him was almost like the same, closer to the same at the time.
Yeah.
So he was the one at the time who had this quartet made and really traveled the world with him. Because he was very much connected with kids from the guys from the other side.
Yes.
So when I worked with Zane, I love Zane's spirit. You can feel his energy. It's really beautiful and it's just straight. His person just open. But nevertheless, I've met great musicians, Bra Lewis, on tour. or Keith Tippett, you know, in all those great musicians. Yesterday I had an interview, so they were talking about that.
Yeah.
Keith Tippett, how was to play with them.
Yeah.
I'm saying, well, I was lucky to get to around that energy, beautiful energy. You know, I'm just imbibing it. Just, wow.
And taking it all in.
Yeah, taking it all in.
Yeah.
Now, after that, what do? You have to give us your voice. In all those surroundings, in all this apprenticeship of yours, with all these great people. Now, what's your voice for the end of the day? So my voice becomes African time.
Yes. Yes.
It's a church, really, I'm even wishing for a chapel one day, to have a chapel. Telling people, hey, I wish I could have a chapel. Where I'll see you, sister ladies and brothers.
Yes. We all gather.
We all gather.
Yeah.
You're welcome by the ground, so you can be.
Wow.
And you have to dress already. The way you feel.
Yeah.
Then
Come
someone-
as yourself.
Come as yourself, we recite poems, we do all sorts of things. A different church altogether, but it's the church.
Yeah. So you came up with a term for the kind of music that you make, jazzmore. You know, and I think it's one of my favorites. It's actually the best way to describe your
Makes me
music.
when you think of Chinese, someone's like,
Yeah.
when we're together, the jazzmore.
Jazzmore.
Yeah.
Because Moya really does come through in your music. Gimo.
I don't know which I like because I was once, my child, Karabo, was still aluminium, so I would go with 15 years.
Hey.
But when I overcall a base, why
Why
so trying to do Baba? The one my mother died by this in the life.
Hey.
Who told a woman to get any money? I Gazama, young crew like well, I think now they understand now.
They get it. They get it. Yeah.
So it's like that's more, yeah, in Zimbabwe. I don't know what happens, but I know in fact that music has got to touch me as well at some point before it goes to the next person.
Yo.
It touches me first.
Feet. So, speaking of African time, I think it's one of the best bodies of work when we speak in the context of African jazz and telling the African music story wider. You know, did you ever think when you were working on that offering that it would live that long? Because it has lived.
Wow, and
It's still going to live.
Sister. You know, I've always wanted to do classic stuff because we had classic records.
Yeah.
You know, I still have Viva la Black. This is a classic record by Louis Maholo. You still have the Coltrane, which is classic.
Yeah.
You still have the Bra Winston Makumbia Kaningoma, still classic.
Oh man.
You know,
Yeah.
you still have music in the air, still classic.
Classic.
You know what I mean? So
yeah.
that was what was coming to mind. Amen. Yeah, now is the time for you just to, you've been in a sit back for a long time, just go in there and let's hear you. I'm sorry. Worry. So that came to mind that AI comes to sing, and now with all this reflections, grandmother, go higher, all the sounds, and everybody, your friends, you run the bottle. No, you have to. But now, combination of things, because the music, everything that is art, comes from the people as well. You know? We all fit into each other's energy, but unknowingly, you know. If like today, I can even unknowingly, today I'll go home and sleep well to be around this energy. Who knows? You know? So we fit it into each other. Hence, I've been so fortunate to be my path since the future level of work. I've been around good, great spirit, great people around spirits. You know, they keep me up. They got to charge up for it, I get activated.
Yeah.
Well,
I love that, yeah.
Yeah, I've been in those spaces.
Yes.
Another space today is this one. Beautiful spaces. You know, where we teach and learn from each other.
From each other, yes. Yes.
You know, that kind of a person I wish we can all flock together like birds.
Yeah.
You know, with the same energy and flock together.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's going to happen at some point.
It'll happen.
Yeah.
It'll happen.
At this point in time. Yes.
Listen, so we're still talking about African time and then getting being on African time. You did something.
Hey.
Please,
Oh.
hey, please. Let's talk about that song because.
Hey, Malume.
Yeah, it's going to outlive you.
You know, Malume is a very important figure in each and any household. Especially black. I don't know the other, but I know it's a very important figure. Malume. Oh. That man brought me out and he was the one who showed me the way. Records, music, he was a bass player, he was all around of many things. One shout there, one for fire, one for fire,
Yeah.
hence maripina marikolo ya nyuma ya
Yatsama.
Yeah, na motoki kana na ndio mo because I get it. You at liberty when you have a car, so you're something with my way. Because I work out some I do my Yatsama.
Yeah, when I was
I get on that go. If you wanna, if I'm living now, you better come.
Yeah. Otherwise,
I do my Yatsama.
Yeah.
You know those kind of.
Yeah.
People did not. They just feel it's something else. You know, these are the codes that we get. You know, our surroundings.
Yeah.
But Baba, I'm talking about the definite, the right Malumes.
Yes.
Not the other ones who do they've done something weird somewhere. No. I'm talking about what's why it's at that, who are spiritually inclined, who knows where spiritual people.
And have that understanding.
Something when you cry to
Sure, okay, so I am one of the very few people that have gotten the privilege to pre-listen to the upcoming offering.
Wow.
At this point in time, voices and volumes.
Wow.
And the very first track on that offering is an 8-minute summoning to prayer.
Yeah.
Was I know this is a time?
I don't know what is this church. Something.
Yeah.
There's something because you get a have.
You get it.
And that's so. Wow. Because I never see a time.
Yeah.
Like it's a baby, so that people can because it's an album just for you to listen.
Yeah.
You just sit down and sit back and reflect.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
it's that kind of work. Those are the work that play along, sit back and relax.
And relax.
And just listen.
And be in it.
And be, you find your way. It's gonna. There's something that you that will get you the way. In a way, in some way.
Yes.
Yeah, you will feel it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So sometimes are followed by alone on your own.
Yeah.
When I'm alone, when each and every one of us, when you're alone on your own, you don't know what you're thinking.
You're with your thoughts.
You're with your thoughts.
Yeah.
That's all
Yeah.
that happens.
Yeah.
Exactly. So at this point in time, we have problems with gender-based violence. We've got problems with service deliveries. We've got problems with the arts sector. We've got problems with many things.
There are also
Just watch television.
problems, yeah.
Just watch television and then stress yourself when you listen to the radio news. And stress yourself if you like.
And so why do you think it was so important, especially during, like you're saying, we are in a time where there are many struggles, there are many social ills. We are dealing with gender-based violence, we are dealing with a very, very ill political climate. There's a lot. So, what it was unnoticed as a time. So
But we need healing at some point. All of us, we need healing. I don't know what kind of healing that is, but we need some kind of healing. It can come from anyone, but we need that kind of healing. We need to get together and talk, because we need structures and strategies of how do we move forward in all aspects of things. In all aspects of things. Not only in just broadly, just to have that consciousness about ourselves. Try connect. I don't know. So me, I'm lucky that that music kills me. When I play music, I get healed. It's fine. It's only medicine I can talk for. But music, and also healthy talks.
Yes.
Alternative talks, alternative discussions.
Yes.
Not discussion that drags your energy.
That weigh you down.
That weigh you down.
Yeah.
We need uplifting, kind of like discussions.
So let's talk about. I find it very interesting how you title your music from the title of the album itself. At this point in time, Voices and Volumes. Let's talk about that. Where does that come from? Are you reflecting on the time? I know you spoke a lot about, this thing that we call time, the concept of time. So let's talk about the title album, the songs, which we will unpack. I think let's start there.
Wow. My sister, I don't know how this title came about. I really don't know, because when I compose a song, the song itself tells me, give me the title. The song itself gives me the title. Because remember, in most times, sometimes when I walk, if something comes from someone from the above, from the transcends, because most of the music that's there in this album, in the old album, it came up the same way the other one, And hence I was saying to you the other time we were talking that the music gets played and then it gets written after.
Yes.
Yes. Get played and
play it first and then you score
it after big time. It's like
wow.
that. And it's always been like that, and it's still gonna be like that.
Yeah.
It's just still.
Yeah.
When you hear of people saying, "Hey, the commission I crack and it's an English, this one is just natural. It's just I have all the music, you know." Hence, I'm saying if you know, it's always a funding. It's always a buffer. Funding. I've never been lucky with fundings, unfortunately. You know, funding's always a buffer. You just. But if you were to record another album even tomorrow, I will come call you. Beautiful people come, let's recording, Vivian, I'm recording, please, what about auto? This music.
Yeah.
But now what I do, I know how to select musicians. About this ceremony up to.
Yes.
Spiritually connected.
Yes. So
voices in volumes. This album has got more voices as well, vocals.
Yes.
It's got more voices because piano is a voice, drum is a voice,
yes,
bass is a voice,
yeah,
horns, voice.
Yes.
Now they are in volumes.
Yes. Wow. That is it.
That's why voices in volumes. When you see it's like the voices in volumes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So.
You know,
so let's talk about you've already touched on the musicians that you choose to be on the bandstand. Let's talk about that, how important that is for you and how you actually go about it. You know, you are very big on energy exchange, you're very big on people that come with a sense of spiritual elevation, because you don't just want people to come and play, but it needs to feel connected.
It has to feel connected.
Yeah. So tell me about some of the musicians that you've worked with, that you've had these experiences with, and why it's important for you to select these musicians.
These great musicians, beautiful people, have been in my life for some time now, and I've worked with them for some time now. In particular, I'll speak of Angela and Ayan Discard, the drama.
Ah, love them.
Yeah, the drama. But the other ones come later in the life, of my life.
Yes.
Those ones came before, like Zin, all of Lulu Concerning, all those kids.
Yeah.
So, these ones, we just connected because, bear in mind, I do go to clubs and watch jazz and sports, my own thing. Talented, I can see them when they play on stage.
Yes.
And appreciate their sound and tone.
Yeah.
So I said, this is how I picked them up, actually. Said, wow, that sound.
From just,
wow.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So, which is, I'm picking something that I know we will work in whatever I want to do.
Yeah.
So, but these musicians also, we connect spiritually. That's very important. Connect spiritually.
Yeah.
Because bear in mind that some musicians, they're musicians, I mean, for more than 3 decades doing this music, and I can't remember how old I was, 20 something to up to now. You can sense and feel the musicians around there. I mean, the musicians who want to make money now,
Yes.
The musicians who work on time, but they rather want. If you said to me, you're coming to record the music that I want to present, and you tell me that by 2 o'clock you want to go or you want to leave, I won't call you. If you are telling me, if I have by 2 o'clock I need to leave, then I don't need you. For that day I'll call somebody else. Somebody who will stay there with me and get the job well done.
Done, yes, yes.
So those are kind of things I'm out in selecting
The
the musicians.
Yes.
Because first thing, the drama is a jazz axis. You know, the jazz drama must swing first.
Yeah.
You know, when you see the axis, when you move, they say the world revolves around the axis, whatever.
Yeah.
The drama takes that role for me. Yeah. Because bass and drum, it has to be right.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Other things are cherry tops.
Yeah. But the bass and the drum.
The bass and the drum. And melody, of course.
Yes. Yes.
Bass, drum, melody.
Yeah.
The song is finished. That song is done. Yeah.
That's it.
That's it. Otherwise, like she got ba 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 da ba. Ba ba da ba da ba ba da da. This is called East Goods. Scumline to Culture. It's in the album.
Listen.
Which one are you had?
Let's talk about these things. Do you know what it reminds me of? There's a horn section that I just can't get over. On that song.
Yeah.
But it also reminds me so much of Dr. Zim's
Ngawa.
Yes.
Yeah.
When I listened to it immediately, that's what came to me.
Wow.
So let's talk about that song.
No, it's song, you know, remember I grew up in Cape Town.
Cape Town, yes.
Yeah, and Nyanga East and Nyanga West. Google it was Nyanga West. So Nyanga East is another side. Scumline is when you come from town, you must know.
I was wondering what Scumline is.
Scumline is a line.
Okay.
Yeah, otherwise if you don't catch, if you want to go to Kairis and then if you don't get that line of Scumline, you'll go to Pilots, you go somewhere in the suburbs.
Okay,
Because that's where the rainy Haitama shoes over, you know. Yeah. The central part of Kaya culture, Kailicha. There was not even Kailicha there. There was no Kailicha then. In the field of West. So that was a train I used to use when I was catching up to do my free lessons at the jazz workshop in Cape Town.
Wow.
Jazz workshop Metin Barrow during the time, you know, he used to offer us free lessons just to read.
Yes.
Record over a score.
Yes.
Yeah, and McCoy was there in that same, when the same train.
Wow.
He knows the jazz workshop. You ask him, Ralph Martin Barrow. And Yunsadwai Nursing Theatre. Yeah, they needed great stuff during the times.
Yeah.
And then, of course, with the White Nagibalile in the communal setup, like community centers.
Yes.
There's another one called MAP, Music Action, something like that, for People's Power, MAP, something like that. Music Action for People's Power, MAP.
Yes.
And then there was a Young Art Center where we used to get all these people giving lessons. You know, those developments are very important.
Yeah.
Now I realize that it's very important to have those such schools. Like Bra Herbie was doing with his school,
Yes.
Yeah, those schools are very important in our townships because it's where we learn. If you can't go to varsity or anything, because
then there's that.
At least there's that just to balance the equation. So East Coast train come from there. That's a train we used to, you know. But people are you can interpret it in many ways as well.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
That's it. Sometimes you get jumped by things, especially in the included. So train is at the same train, the others they get off in different stations.
So it's open for interpretation.
It's
also.
open for interpretation of so, Because I remember when we started school with other guys have stopped doing music, but I'm still in the train, I'm still moving forward. I'm heading ahead to Artist Island. That's That's why I'm heading. Artist Island, yeah, that's the island I need. To all the people around me, don't know about the Artist Island. Ask them so much why we used to laugh. Perhaps when I'm going to go to the Artist Island, I said, I don't know.
Yeah.
The Artist Island, and we have to know these people. They will be selected as well. The energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the energy, they will be selected by energy. And we know that, we have to know them. Remember, they will be chapel there.
I'll be there, Bra Herbie. I love this, Bra Herbie.
So the spirit, because you can feel the spirit from afar.
Yeah.
You know the way I've been so lucky. I ended up in Joburg. I even have developed a registration. You know the voters registration stuff.
Yeah.
I have my registration. Yesterday I had a meeting with 3 guys. H, which is me. M from Do. And L for Lunga. Indeed, another friend of ours is thinking of doing. We are thinking alternatively.
Yeah.
So that meeting was yesterday. So it's a what 23rd Oct 21 GP. It's MHT 23rd Oct /21 GP. Do you know why is that?
Why?
Because I'm traveling in Uber. If you have to call Uber, I have to look at the registration.
Registration.
Yes. Today, this hour, we've got our plates already registered. HV, me and Vivian.
Okay. I love it.
HV Oct.
I love it.
/21 GP meeting with the kids. We will know that we had the guys, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know whether you get me.
I'm getting you. I'm with you. I'm here with you.
No?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I'm going to keep on. But I want to raise a sense. I want to pay more when. I agree with the editor who edit.
Hey, you can edit too.
No, kita once I will make more as one.
Okay, bro. It's not like a pain.
Because everybody, I got to pay and just speak, but I really neighbor.
There's a pen in my bag, I think. Yeah, you can just go in.
We have shared a very freestyle.
Yeah, freestyle.
You know when
HMT.
Yeah, capital letters like you are waiting for your Uber.
HMT.
Yeah, that was yesterday.
Yeah. 20 what?
23.
October 23.
Oct.
Oh, /21. Total.
I'm told here restriction
Yeah. That's HV.
Yeah, HV today.
24.
Yeah.
I get October. 21.
Always wanted to. Why?
Yeah.
Why wanna have
No, yeah. I'm with you.
So these kind of discussions are very important to me.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Really, for me, it's like, because it makes me think that, no man, we actually can create some more work for ourselves and together in these kind of spaces and, just once in a while. So this music is like, it's just been driving me to that direction, man. I don't know, man. There's too much music. I have too much.
You have too much music.
Yeah.
But we thank you for the music. We thank you for giving us all the music that you have, especially on this offering.
Wow.
Perhaps you've got a song on this offering.
Wow, please.
To you, Abadala. What is it?
That's never called. Sometimes this race, see this cycle.
Yeah.
Since then, I remember when I was young, I was still toy now. I can't be toy now.
Yeah.
Listen to the same thing all the should know what's right for the people.
Hmm.
I know,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
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 Our people should know what's right for our people.
Mm.
Even in this word, Yari, our people, it must be put on clothes now.
Hmm. Yeah.
On African time, I put it on clothes. When you say for our people, it must mean, it must be quoted in big quotes.
Hmm.
It's a clause that when you say, raise your hand, for our people, just for our people, that word, something Swaris,
Hmm.
that word is very heavy.
Yeah.
Our people.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
Because we need, I mean, we are trying, people are trying, we are trying, we all trying, but at some point there has to be some kind of,
Something must give.
something must,
Yeah.
we must get somewhere at least.
Yeah.
So in that, so I'm living where we are born, hey, we are somewhere. No, we are somewhere, we're getting somewhere. But I was good. Yeah, which over But in all in that, me, I've liberated myself with this music that has been offered to me. It's not mine.
Yeah.
I'm very much liberated. I'm born in some place, so liberated.
Yeah.
I'm very happy. Also able to see people like you. And societies, young brothers, I've been around in those spaces and I'm happy. Beautiful spaces, that's where I want to be.
Yeah.
Great spaces, great energy, that's where I want to be.
Yeah.
And then I live that. I don't even think of money sometimes.
Yes.
If I'm in that kind of spaces.
So, tell me about when we know you as a bassist, as an arranger, as a composer, and then you bring in your voice into some of your music. So it's almost as if you were compelled to actually just give us that message. Well, this is what Abaho wants to say.
Why thinking that song came? You know, that song came on the day around the COVID times. I didn't have it in my collection, subconscious collection, because the music is there. I just had it 2 days before, something.
Wow.
You know, I always say to people who understand African time music, who've been around in my surroundings, they know that African time is a institution where anything is subject to change. Anything is subject to change. I'll be going with this program tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm not feeling it. I feel it.
Yeah.
I'll be going to a gig where people are making noise, and I know which song to start with when they are making noise.
Sure.
And when they find them quiet, tranquil, quiet, calm, then I know which song to
start with.
So anything is subject to change. Alternative thinking. Because you live by the people. Because you're feeding from the energies of
Yes.
You cannot do this room. I come in, the people are, we've been praying where people would make noise, and you cannot stop them. You cannot say, Tula. Because about the Alamos, you shouldn't do that. You can't do a show to listen. So,
yeah.
Why are we feathering talk about other things outside the music now? Maybe from work, from what in the music room, where it's supposed to be a healing space. You know when people are quiet, what it does to me on stage? I'll be able to switch off my amp even and hear the wood, Mam Sand, and the names of Mam Sand. You know Mam Sand? Mam Sand,
okay. Almost very. Oh.
Sound.
Yes.
So
Wamu. Yeah.
When
it's quiet.
Yeah, when it's quiet, it's even worse. You'll even hear the wood, everything.
Wow.
What a road, so then it's nice.
Yes.
And then I can hear it as well.
Yes.
Probably some people out there get serious as well.
Yes.
So that's narrative, yes.
Hmm. Hmm.
Mara wayibona baby.
Ngiyayibona.
Imnandi njalo.
Ngiyayibona.
That's
Ngiyayibona.
beautiful.
Ngiyayibona.
So yes.
Yeah. So ubolahlela woza moya. Ubolahlela the voice. Who is singing on that song?
Oh, there are beautiful sister ladies, women there. Usisiwe Sibeko. She has two singing sometimes. Usisiwe Sibeko, I think is more. And maybe Kumbudlani. Usisiwe Sibeko, all the two are beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It's beautiful. How they come in on that song. How they bring themselves in.
You know, it's just so amazing. Lucy was on the first album. And I think I'm going to work with her. I love her energy and spirit.
Yeah, yeah.
Kumbu is new because I was thinking of an opera singer for that song, Siabulela. So I thought of Kumbu because she sings opera. Opera music. So I thought of her for that Siabulela. So something came up.
Yeah.
Okay, I know somebody. Let me call him.
Yes, yes.
So the selection just happens.
It just happens.
Yeah.
It just happens.
I've just been shown. No, try this one, try. Yeah, and of course on vocals we have Sakia Muleshe, who was there before again with African first time album.
Yes, what a talented young man also.
Very talented young man. And Bongani Miguelo, you know, who's my brother.
Yeah.
Bongani Miguelo, and Khunze.
Yes.
Percussion.
Yes. Yes.
I didn't know that he can sing, that guy.
Oh wow.
Because I always hear him percussion.
Yes.
So,
Can you tell the voice?
I'm sorry for saying that. I've been a more opinions at the Ronald. I do my
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, great
yes.
So, yeah. And who else is there? We've got, of course, Ayanda, Angela, and Lionella. Beautiful.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
Lionella is...
Yeah.
Yeah, he's something else. It's true.
Sonke, something else. Sepotso Daisy, beautiful, altoist. And Sakilis Mani, trumpet player, beautiful.
Yeah, yeah.
Who else is there? Steven Sobiega, beautiful.
Yeah.
Funny enough, with Steven Sobiega, trombonist. I learned from his father.
Wow.
Music, yes, in the township there. Bra Roy, we used to call him Bra Roy.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Just. There was a place called Just.
In Cape Town.
It's a house like a center, it's like a community center where people will meet. But it's a house, somebody's house. Gambo Passier's place. Everybody, Bra Winston has been there. About put banks going, has been there. About Bra Max Diamond that you don't know, has been there.
Yeah. How do you know I don't know?
Edward, no, that they've been there. Or Robert Sitole has been there. Fruities, the Sitole brother has been there. That house is like a house. You're in the moon.
And it just gives everybody that sense of community.
That does.
Because everyone just goes there.
Everyone went there. That was a central space for everybody. If you want to see Krotman tea, you go there. And most of them has passed on. And that's why I call them the majors. How are the majors up there? If you have that song African Time album. African Time album live, it has a song called How Are the Majors Up There? Those are the majors.
Because they are the majors.
Yes.
They really are. So, because to me, when I listen to at this point in time, so you open with the summoning, the prayer, and then you close with a prayer of gratitude.
Yeah.
Siyabulela.
Well, siyabulela to all beautiful human beings and those who have put their lives at risk at times, sometimes they would call the frontline workers, all the people, and we siyabulela to all the jazz society, siyabulela in everybody who supports media, everything, writers, book, poets, everybody siyabulela.
Yeah.
You can add more.
Yeah. Just everyone that brings in the sense of contribution.
The sense of contribution.
Yes.
Painting, painting sculpture for existence. Nam ndiyabulela manje sizokwazi to talk my Singaporean. Ndiyabulela to invite me.
Yes.
Because we need to tell these stories.
Yeah.
Eyes of stories. I don't know what is true story. Because when you say story, I think don't have any. Because the collector is the story. So I'm trying to figure out how to put it.
Yeah.
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 Can need.
Yeah.
Yeah, can need this story.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Need this story.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so this we have to
remain thankful, I suppose.
That's it all the time. I get campo. We have been taught campo. What a dad says this to you, you have to respect that person. Sometimes, whatever happens, there are people, campo. You cannot say anything to an elder man. There's something wrong. I don't know, there must be something wrong somewhere.
Yeah.
Because how quite is either you go, somewhere and you sing over the name or being disrespectful.
Yes.
Whether Mutu who is in.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think so.
Yes.
I've never done that. I got it in me for my mother, just move away. Mama, I'm
yeah.
And the boy got a voice, something like that. I mean, really, we need a discipline.
Yeah.
I don't know how does it come. I don't know. Some kind of. So, siyabulela to people who instill that kind of, wisdom, knowledge, and everything. Because we're learning, until the time I must think about
yeah.
If you said something special, I'll keep it.
Yeah.
You can really give what was it you said? Vivian?
Yeah.
You said this and that. What is something? Let's form up something.
Yes.
I want to say when I'm fresh, it's about this, your expertise in this line. Can we?
Yes. Yeah, because we're constantly learning from each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
We are learning from it. Hence, when you play music, we are feeding people's energy there as well.
Yeah.
So it's that kind of interaction.
That exchange. Yeah.
So the world, the
So enjoying having you here so much. I'm enjoying the same.
Creatives, you know, you know. So, I mean, I'm tapping into that space, at least to have this fortress built, you know. Yeah, or even when I'm gone, you know what I mean. I'm heading into that direction. Probably, maybe people will be able to hear it maybe 20 years time, gone only 50 years time. I'm tapping into that space. Hence, I'm not, you know, I'm taking things slowly. This is my second album.
Yeah.
You know that?
I know that.
Studio album. But now,
I know.
it sounds live. Now, when I'm listening to it, I'm like, it's a studio album. It sounds live.
Yeah, it really does. And I
It doesn't sound
actually
studio.
want, I can't wait to hear what you will be like. The studio album sounds like this.
I'm telling you, it's like the studio album, it sounds like. And the second album, because I've got 3 albums. African Time and 1B, which is a live, African Time live.
Yes.
This is the second one. Why I'm not rushing, I don't know. But time always tell me when to go,
Yeah.
when to do. I'm just being told, I'm just being guided. I'm guided by those energies, you know?
Yes.
100%.
Yeah.
Under the guidance and the direction of that energy.
Yeah.
But who?
Behold, that have gone before you.
Yeah. They go beyond whatever deem as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Sure, perhaps. Yeah.
Mari msomo hey, akweza likopozi man. Tabota baho, muka ba. Bata directly. Oh, young man became.
Hey.
That is really, you know, to get your stuff. And now we've got many sessions now around this.
Yeah.
Around us. You choose where do you want to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
But me, I belong to this church. African time is within. I'm okay. I'm okay.
Yeah.
Like this. I'm okay. I'm cool. I'm okay. As long as I can see the chapel.
Yeah.
From the chapel, then you are heading to the artist islands. All of us, beautiful people. Can you imagine? Or you think of what you call it, what's it, Hollywood?
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of, you want to think of Hollywood, there's Hollywood, I want African time. Island to be there, the artist island, the arts island there.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Right?
Artist Island.
Yeah, and you cannot take that idea without my absence. It will never work.
Yeah. It does not carry the same energy.
It won't carry the same energy because you don't know what I want to put there in that
Yeah.
side.
Yeah.
You don't know how Artist Island must look like.
Yeah.
But you can see the bushes and the evergreen grass and trees and, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's, you see what? Yeah. Wow. We're coming from the township. Just hit by a dust. No trees, no nothing.
Eish, you just the way.
We used to play soccer without boots. You can't do that from that time.
From that time.
Now we still at this time, at this point in time, you're still hearing the same thing, vibrations about people, about voices and volumes.
Yeah.
From that time until this current time, at this point in time, you still feel the vibrations of those voices again. What are you telling me?
So before we go, Bra Herbie, why music? Why
music? You know, when I grew up, my grandmother never knew that. We had one doctor. We were inspired by one doctor. It was called Dr. Matikiza. One doctor, black doctor there. So, but I want to show you Matikiza. The doctor. Mama, why you want to be a doctor? One at least be mathematics. The science. Yeah. Itu agak kan. Mudah sih, boleh kita bahasa sekolah apa ya?
Mama sampai dok.
Sampai dok. And in one of the ways, how when you have a doctor, they have to be calculative. They have to know your speaking, your formulas.
Yes.
So, I'm like, hey, where's my cool tea? I'm here, that's what my I don't know, time goes, I just felt like, in school we're given 20 subjects, many subjects, you don't even know what you're going to use them for.
Yeah.
So it's stuff.
Yeah. What's that? So unnecessary.
Unnecessary stuff, man. Hey, unnecessary stuff.
Honestly.
Some subjects, I would think we can get biology, couldn't do planting, could you go on the chlorophyll on the other side, and then the other side is geography. How many and direct? They don't direct to him, that's why we get confused. Not confused, do you know? So I'm like, I hear yesterday on the radio, I don't listen to radios. I hear yesterday on the radio somewhere in the week. They say, hey, now the kids they're gonna learn about being a pilot in a trick or something like that. So I've heard something like that. Kid, what? Let's do this kind of thing. Yeah? Why now? I mean,
yes.
Honestly. Now it comes into play, this thing that they will be, everybody's so excited about it. I'm like, oh, this should have been done
a long time ago.
But at least they're trying.
Yeah.
So, this music has been part of me. Sounds have been with me. Stories have been with me. Melodies has been with me. Harmonies has been with me. Clusters and glitches has been with me in my life. No, those are the musical symbols.
Yeah.
Facets, clusters, loudness, you can name it. And it's been with me for many years. So music has been part of me, music has been my life. I can't live without.
You just don't know why?
I don't know. And I come to see Songa's father. You remember Bra Roy from the jazz place where we met in that his house there.
Yeah.
His son is playing trombone in this music. You know Sisonge? Saxophone, Conti.
Yes.
His father was my teacher. Now I'm teaching Sisonge.
Wow. It's a gift being carried.
It's a gift being carried too.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's amazing. But then, I used to come late on hey, we were late African time.
African time.
It's not about greatness, it's to arrive at the destination safely.
Yeah. Yeah.
African time is about arrival.
Yeah.
Arrive safely at the destination.
As long as
Otherwise, as long as
Fully safe.
it'll be safe.
There's no rush.
Hey, Maria Tsoaeli here, I'll fit about airport.
Yeah, over the airport, I still with African
It's
time.
very business, hello.
Yeah.
Keep business here.
Yeah.
Please keep business here. Now, because I'm business, you cannot, you cannot,
Yeah.
you have to go on time. So, yeah.
Yes.
So, I'm like, honest, what's it all holding?
Yeah, it's all.
I was there, I've been around, I was not lucky, and it, you know, we need to bring back consciousness, man, you know, and confidence to our people, and then, you know what, you know how strong we are.
Yeah.
We just need to have a boost.
Yeah,
some sorts.
innovation of sorts.
Yeah, innovation of sorts.
Yes.
And we go teach our children music. We just do this.
Yeah.
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 We go back and it's so that in 30 years' time, something, there's some kind of change of the movement.
Yes. Yes. Wow.
Yeah, I'm thinking about that. I don't know. Carrying a hand of
We're not enough.
the alternatives.
So, what would you say sits at the core of your soul and existence? What sits there?
Yeah. Man, I can't explain myself. Well, I don't know. But there must be something. The effect to ask me that question, there must be something that sits there.
Yeah.
Something that I don't know on the other thing. Very nice one, you know? Maybe there's something.
Yeah.
But my wish is just to give people this medicine. You know?
Yeah.
It's just to see, I mean, to bring music in the, so that we can hear, I don't know, because not what I'll feel, I mean. So, please are going to be, you know, in other things, you know, there are many things that take out people's out. Could be minor, could be doing, going to church, could be anything. Yeah, when I was in Bagabua, it's very hard for me to tell you. In ways I wish we always saw all the time.
Wow.
It's almost the same question you're asking me.
Yes, that's exactly it.
Yes, I don't know what I'm talking about. When I go and I'm talking about but at this point in time, I don't know what you're telling me.
But you know that there's something.
There's something there. What you go on, there must be something.
Bra Herbs, thank you. Siyabule.
My darling, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I enjoyed this conversation so much. I enjoyed having you here. I'm wishing you nothing but the best. And I wish, man, that I can see you continue to carry us through your music, because that's what you do.
You know, of course, we'll meet definitely in our cycles. We know our cycles.
Yeah.
They go in cycles, so we'll meet in our cycles.
So I can't wait for, at this point in time, to drop. It drops early November. We are going to buy it. We are going to support you, because this is the kind of music that you want to connect to. It's not just music that you buy.
No, it's for collective.
It's a collective art.
Oh, thank you.
Because it's music that is definitely going to outlive you. Years later, I know you are Herbie Tsoaeli and talking about the music that he's given us. And I am so glad that I'll be one of the people that will say, I actually had a conversation with him, you know. So thank you, man. I really appreciate you taking time out of your morning to come and share coffee with me and have this conversation with me. And you know, just share your knowledge, share your experiences with us. Please don't stop. I can't wait to see you live again. It's been a while, you know. It's been a while. Of course, we're living in unprecedented times. You know, with COVID, it's been very hard to see our favorite musicians live. But thank you.
But you stay beautiful, eh?
Thank you, Bra Herbie.
Stay beautiful. Thank you to the guys.
Thank you, and thank you to you who has been listening to Cofffee Conversations. Vivian Chuene, please do continue to listen, to share, subscribe. I can't wait for you guys to actually listen to this conversation. Please do share it far and wide. We will continue to bring the best of the very best musicians that Africa has to offer, because it's important to tell these stories. Please follow us, share, subscribe, everything. Until next time.